Hey everyone, this is Skye, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. But it looks like I'm stuck in this vertical format. Seems like I accidentally threw away my other phone case, which has the tripod mount on it. So I'm hand holding it for this video. So today's update is just going to be more of weight gain. It seems like I'm kind of losing my battle with losing the weight, mainly because my hormone cycles have changed. I was taking progesterone and I had stopped doing it for a few weeks because I couldn't get my prescription for some reason or another, so I went off of it. And then I finally got another prescription, and now I'm back on it. But the only thing is my appetite won't stop. As well as I've had some other issues with my HRT. For some reason, I can't seem to keep my levels steady as I would like them. And it seems like I'm keep getting these migraines. I don't know if my estrogen's too high or too low, but it always happens around right after I get my shots. So I don't know what the deal is. The type of shots I have, I think, takes about a day or two to actually start building up to its peak levels. So I'm thinking that my levels are dropping too low at the end of the cycle too fast. It doesn't happen every time, but every other time or every 2 or 3 times that I do my shots, I end up getting a migraine. So I don't know. I have to get tested during one of these episodes. But right now, for the last 3 days, I've had a migraine, and today it's like, whatever, I'm fine. And it just happens to be my shot day. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on, and because of the test that I have to take, I have to stop biotin like 72 hours prior to taking the test. So I got to wait 3 days, and by that time I'll probably be fine. So anyways, that's HRT for you. I know when I was doing the pills sublingually, I've never had this problem. It's only with these shots. So I don't know what the deal is, and I don't know. I'm just kind of debating whether I want to talk to the doc and switch back to the pills or stay on the shots. So I don't know. Anyways, everything else, basically weight loss wise, I am kind of fighting the weight monster. I'm doing okay, but I need to increase my activities, but in doing so, I may affect my hormone levels. So I can't win. So I don't know what I'm going to be doing. Got to do something though. This is probably a hot topic right now, but back in the day, there was a certain level of gatekeeping that was ridiculous. However, I think it kind of, I don't know, and this is where it's all controversial, and I have my own opinion. I mean, for me, it's just that I really believe that somebody has to be sure about doing this. For me, it's not an experimentation. I mean, there's certain ways you can experiment that doesn't involve like making permanent changes to your life, like taking the hormones. Well, even then, that's not super permanent, but still, that's a very, very big jump, very big decision. And I mean, it's y'all's life, whatever you want to do with it, it's, up to you. I can't tell you what to do, but I just feel that, and I'm probably going to get hate for this, but maybe because I'm too old-fashioned or something, but that goes back to aging while transitioning. I just feel like there's a lot of detransitioners out there, which I'm not hating on them. It's just that I feel that, maybe thinking things through a little bit more, experimenting in different ways instead of like getting into taking the hormones and, there's this thing that they call real life experience, and it's where you can dress and live in the other gender without doing any of the medical stuff, to see how you feel and how you like it. And then, you know, if you do it for a while, except back in the day, it was like a whole year you'd have to do that, and it was a requirement for some therapists and doctors. But you would spend a whole year of having to live in the other gender without the medical transition, and that would either make or break you, I guess. But the thing is nowadays people are just like candy getting medications. For some people it's successful, but there's quite a bit of people that I've seen, or, you know, perceived, I guess, I don't know. But I've seen a lot of people detransition because they jumped on it too fast. And a lot of these changes, especially for the testosterone replacement, you know, you have more permanent issues dealing with that. Unlike the male to female, it's just a matter of just stopping your hormones, and then obviously you can regress back to where you were if you weren't happy with it. But with testosterone, it's totally different. Your voice drops for a lot of people, and you grow permanent facial hair, and, you know, it's just not a good thing. It's a lot harder to come back from. So something like that, I just think it needs to be more thoroughly thought through. Some people may have just certain things in their life that are making them feel a certain way, but it could be transitional. It may last for a while, but it could be transitional, meaning that, you know, eventually you won't feel the same and you'll just move on. But then you have the people with persistence that really need to transition. Again, I'm not a doctor, therapist, or anything like that. I can't make that assessment. It's just my personal opinion. It's just the way that I did my process. I did mine under more scrutiny, not as bad as some people, but I did have a level of gatekeeping that kind of kept me straight about what I was doing. So, I mean, that may work for some people, may not for others, but I mean, really just, again, it's a controversial topic, I guess, and some people will get offended, some people may not, some people may agree. So let me know down in the comments if you agree or don't agree. You know, everybody has a right to believe what they want, and I think it should be discussed. But, you know, again, it's just my opinion, so don't hate too much. Anyways, I think that's the only controversial topic I want to talk about for a while. Anyways, a lot of people, I used to see on the forums, social media, a lot of people asking the question, you know, am I too old? Am I too old? Am I too old? You know, and they're only like in their early 20s or their upper, I don't know, 18 or something like that. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, right? Because I started mine in my a little past my mid 20s. It was a little bit of a concern, but in the end, I didn't care. I just did it. But the thing is I guess it doesn't matter what age you start, as long as you know, are happy and sure about doing it. And the thing is with the genetics is a lot of people may be genetically predisposed to being very small and petite-ish, where, you know, they're smaller stature and different facial features that may be more masculine than most. For me, I come from Asia, so I mean, my stature is, I'm half and half or something like that. So I'm part. My father was an American citizen, and my mother is from Asia, and they met during the Vietnam War, and that's how I came to be. But the thing is that I'm kind of like in the middle. I'm really on the average taller for a regular cisgender female, but then again, I'm not very petite either. Granted, I've worked out really hard for the last several years, and I've built up, a certain frame on me. So, and that's something else I'm trying to fight right now. But originally, before that, I am typically a smaller stature person, standing at 5'6", 5'7", depending. So depending on your genetics, you could be more masculine, less masculine. It just depends. But I think at the end of the day, it's a matter of opening your eyes and seeing and observing what's going on around you. Meaning, look at cisgender women your age, see what they're doing, and then see if it's what you want to. That's the look you want to emulate, but be yourself as well. And then on the other thing is, me, I don't act like my age, even though I'm 53 right now. I still feel like I'm in my 30s, and I know a lot of people feel that way too. And I'm just happen to be really fortunate that my features aren't super masculine. And back in the day, I really wish they were, but that was before I, of course, transitioned. But it kind of paid off for me in that sense. Like I said, I'm in that 50-50 mix where I'm fortunate enough to have not so much masculine features. However, there's a lot of features that I pick at, on my own, that I discriminate, or not discriminate, that I, what's the word? Anyways, I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. But I pick out all the features that I feel like is too masculine for me too. And of course, muscular features and stuff like that I'm working on. It just seems like I'm failing at it. And the thing is in the bodybuilding world, people think because they stop working out for a week or two that they're going to lose all their gains. I'm here to tell you, I have no testosterone. I have very little testosterone in my system, and I am holding on to this stuff like it's stubborn. So losing muscle is not something totally testosterone related. Just want to tell you that. There are a lot of cisgender women who work out really hard, really intensely for a long period of time, and their body produces enough of its own hormones to keep those muscles to maintain that workload. So testosterone isn't everything. It is, but it isn't. So it just depends on the context. If you're trying to be a guy, yeah, maybe it's having as much as possible is good because you want to maintain a certain level of size, because there is some kind of default genetically that testosterone will put weight on you. Like if I stop doing my hormones now and just allow my testosterone to like build and build and build, I'm going to have more bulk on me than I normally have. However, the muscle that I have built without the testosterone, I guess through growth hormones and other things like that, and even with estrogen, I'm able to maintain my muscular size as long as I maintain the activity within a reasonable amount of time. Yes. So that being said, I'm totally getting off track. Back to about aging while on transitioning and things like that. It's different for everyone. Some people genetically will age better than others. Everybody's lifestyle is different, so aging is another thing in general. I feel that because I've been so physically active that and it does have a lot to do with genetics, but again, I think all the physical activity that I've put myself through in the last several years have reversed the way I feel like I'm aging. So when I was in my 40s and I started my HRT again, I was feeling like I was really, my face really looked like my age, or even older actually. And then through the years, the more I worked out, the more I focused on my diet. I feel like I've totally reversed, you know, the look that I had in my 40s. I mean, people are telling me I look like I'm in my 30s right now, you know, so, and I'm in 53. So, again, I know a lot of it is genetics too, but I feel like even with the genetics by themselves is not enough if you're not taking care of yourself. So, physical activity and diet. Get off the junk food, which is a lesson I need to like follow, because lately I've been junk fooding enough for two people. So, but my diet is generally clean when I'm not doing it, of course. I mean, I do a lot of green smoothies with, you know, the mixed veggies in there and the protein and stuff like that. And that's usually the first thing I do during the day. But even then, I tend to eat more on the vegetable side. I do eat meat right now, but that's where the junk food comes back into play, because my job, the convenience of eating and things like that, makes it very hard for me to have the diet that I really want to be on. So that being said, I don't know where I'm going with this video, because I'm just like ranting. So there's a lot of different things that are involved in, you know, just the whole aging. But again, back to what I just outlined is if you take care of your health through, you know, maintaining physical activity, keeping up a little bit of strength. I went a little bit too far, but I think it's benefited me a lot. Even if I'm walking around feeling like I'm I don't even know what to call it. I just feel like I'm very muscular for a chick. So even though I did see a bodybuilding chick the other day that made me look like child's play. Anyways, yeah, and HRT and I've seen this a lot. A lot of people have reported that, and I've again, it's probably that too that's made me feel like I've reversed my aging after some years of being on HRT. But a lot of people, and I've seen it in before and after pictures where people do look younger because they started HRT. So that's a benefit, I guess. But if you put all that together and do it for a long time and just maintain it as a lifestyle, I believe that you'll probably be better off. Which means, you know, don't do too much alcohol. Definitely get away from smoking. Don't do any hard drugs. All that stuff will tear your liver up. And then, yeah, I mean, it just makes your body work harder and you just look rougher. And, you know, if you really care about looking younger and maintaining, you know, a positive lifestyle, and it'll definitely help with your transitioning, especially if you're on with the HRT part of it. So yeah, that was a mouthful. I'm gonna have to spend a long time editing this video. Hopefully it comes out okay and it all makes sense. So anyways, with all the controversial stuff that I just talked about, please don't hate me, and I will catch y'all later.